Okay, another question here. Naya.
Hi, I'm Naya Brooks. I'm a senior public relations student from Henderson, North Carolina. And my question for you is, being that social media has been used by many groups to mobilize underrepresented people, how do you feel about products such as Facebook Live being used to broadcast interactions between citizens and police officers?
I feel great. I mean, look, we believe a lot in transparency and giving people a voice, right? And if we're not going to give them body cameras, then we'll give everyone a live camera, right? So, transparency. I think that this is a lot of what Facebook is about, right? Is putting the power in people's hands and giving everyone a voice to share what's important, right? And there's certainly a lot of injustice, right? That now you talk about it and a lot of people deny it, and you put it on camera and they can't deny it anymore. And I mean, there's something really powerful about that. Now, there are real issues that I think we need to work out with this, right? It's live video has grown to a scale that I think we wouldn't have even imagined when we started it. And not just for people kind of hanging out with their friends, but for really socially important things like what you're talking about. I mean, that I think is, we need to make sure that those cases can work really well. But there are also unique challenges that we I think didn't foresee up front, right? I think going back to the last question about how you can't know everything up front, there are certainly challenges that we need to work through on this. So, for example, for different examples around people showing something bad that's happening in the world, there are also people who use live as a tool for broadcasting bad things that they're doing. So there are examples of people committing crimes and live streaming that and getting to large scale. And that is something that I don't feel good about, right? And that I think we have a responsibility to not allow. It's not allowed in the terms of the community standards for our community, because there are certain things. If someone broadcasts themselves committing a crime and gets a lot of people watching that, we don't want that to be an example that other people then go see and say, hey, maybe I can go get a lot of people to watch me too if I go steal a car and make a live video of myself doing it, right? There are examples that are really sad around. I mean, there was a girl a few weeks ago who live streamed committing suicide, and I knew it was, and I mean, this is, I mean, it's terrible, right? So one of the questions that we were struggling with after this is, we have all these tools on Facebook, to make it so if you see someone who needs help, you can reach out to them and give them help, or you can call 911 or reach out to community hotlines to get them the support they needed. So one of the big reflections, I mean, I spent a lot of time with our management team after that, just wondering, asking this question of, why didn't anyone who was seeing this say something, right? And I think that's like, these are, saying that there are big opportunities to do better here, right? I think that what I take away from that is that we as Facebook need to do better at when people are watching this, that we know that people have the tools to, flag if something dangerous is going on, so that way we can get the person help, or if it's something that really is not socially good to be spreading. If it goes against the community standards, then we don't want it to get to millions of people to see it and have that be an example. But for the examples that you're talking about around just showing more transparency for important social justice issues, I mean, this is a lot of why we work so hard to give people a voice, is so that important issues like that can be brought to light.
Thank you, Mark. Other questions? Let's go. Oh, come on down here. Excuse me.